So we really gotta make it. 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 So we really gotta make it.
I done had too many killed by perpetrators trying to build a clout, and I done touched a lot of bills, but I was sleeping on my mama couch. They talking about loyalty. Niggas ain't loyal, they hurting sheep. We get to the spot and it's short for keep. I've been to the hood and me more than me. I'm super saiyan to these little ones, cause ain't nobody trying to lift them up. I'm Armstrong with my fingers tucked, and Huey Newton to my people, A thin line, tie your shoes with it. Red rags, that's a hood.
Alright.
Gang signs, but we
This is the Grizz-Cast. Number 6, I believe. I think that's what I'm on. Yeah. Probably do a better job at looking at the numbers and stuff. But, yep, this is the Grizz-Cast. Thanks for all the new followers. Let's get a couple more on there. Appreciate it, all my Czech and Slovakia fans. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to my YouTube. Just trying to get this out there and make this better and get better production behind it, so that'd be nice. As of right now, I'm still in a basement, so that's great. But yeah, just got back a few weeks ago from the Czech Republic for my fight against Milos. It was a very good fight. 3 rounds, tough. I caught the punch early in the fight last time, but this time we fought 3 rounds and he fought hard. We both got punched in the face a lot. I was able to get the win, and yeah, man, I love it. So that being said, I was supposed to fight in April in Montana. The guy I was supposed to fight got injured, so I wish him speedy recovery. And now I'm looking at May 10th in Vegas, which would be nice to be close to home like that and not have to go out of country to get a fight in. Not that I don't like going out of country, I enjoy it, but I also miss my family when I do it, so it'd be nice to have one in country before I go back out of country, because the next fight I have in Octagon should be for their belt. It looks like it'll be Attila, but it could be somebody else, who knows. But I think me and Attila would have a good matchup. He's a former Bellator champion. I'm a former Bellator fighter and a former UFC fighter. And we've both been around for a while. We both fought some big names. So, yeah, I think it would be good. I think it'd be a fun fight for the fans out there. And I'd be excited to do that for him. But that being said, can't happen in June. I'm going on a family vacation, and I've already got the tickets and stuff, so that's not changing. So I'm going on the family trip in June, so hopefully November, I think, is when their next show is, and in Prague. So that'd be cool. That's where I first went out there, so it'd be nice to win the belt out in Prague. Other than that, it was good. The fight was tough. The weight cut was hard. Yeah, it was tough. I'm lucky I had Thomas Denny out there pushing me, and I also am lucky I've been building my mind. I talk a lot about how you have to strengthen your mind, and every day you got to do something towards strengthening your mind. And by putting myself in uncomfortable situations, when I was uncomfortable in the weight cut, normally when I was younger I would have quit. Probably not even younger, just like maybe a year ago I would have quit. But because I put my mind to this, there's part of me that wanted to at one point, like when I had to go back. So I got on the scale and I was 93.6 and I had to be 93.5. So that 0.1, I wanted to kind of quit. I was like, that's 0.1, like the fuck. But they weren't going to let me do that. They weren't going to let me have that 0.1. So Thomas pushed me, got that 0.1 off. And still, even then though, yeah, that was about the only time I wanted to quit. But before then, I did everything, sat in the sauna, and then in the fight, it showed. My mind wasn't going to let me quit. It wasn't going to let me go down. It wasn't going to let me give up. And that's a big thing. I've been pushing this whole train your mind, and I got to go live that. Instead of just preaching something, I got to go live it. And it's so much better to be able to show people that way instead of just talking about it, and then you don't really ever show that your mind's changed. But I've seen and felt my mind change, and I can only get stronger with it. That's a big stepping stone. I know I'm not where I want to be, but I'm gonna get there by keep pushing, keep driving, keep doing things that are uncomfortable. I came back and had a couple days off, and then it was right back to waking up early and getting to work. And now it's back to real work. I took that week of waking up and doing more mental work stuff, and then spending a lot of time with my family. But now their spring break's over and they're back at work and I'm back to work. So I'm just out here pushing myself mentally every day. And now, instead of just pushing myself mentally and being like, what the fuck am I doing this for? I got to see it. I got to see the improvements in my mind. And I feel like I've come a long way. And I just feel like I can only build upon that and only get stronger and become a bad, tough motherfucker that people are going to have trouble with, because my mind won't let me loose. And that's what I got to keep doing, and that's why I keep doing this, and that's why I keep working hard, just as hard mentally as I do physically. Camp was mentally fucking draining, and that was fun as far as pushing my mind to the next level. So I can only imagine what I can do by just this whole year, and then just continuing through my life. This tough stuff gets hard, but you gotta keep doing it. I had trouble waking up early, coming back. Even during camp, I had trouble waking up early. So, it's one of those things where I know that's like a big fight for everybody. It's just waking up fucking earlier than you want to, and just that little thing has made me switch my mindset and become much more tough, mentally. So that's a big thing for me, is just, you don't have to do much. Just wake up early, clean your house, make your bed, do shit that you don't want to do during the day. Do it in that little morning frame, and it's perfect, man. And then you can have the rest of the day to spend with your family, work out, write, do what you gotta do. But it fixes stuff, man. It really does. It takes away kind of the bitch in you. Waking up early and forcing yourself to get up, get out of bed, where it's way easier to just lay there and be like, fuck it, I can sleep a little bit longer. You just do it. You push it, and you get out of those blankets and wake up and do the first thing that you don't want to do. For me, running is a big thing that I don't like to do. So I woke up and I went running today, and I will continue to do stuff like that. I appreciate working my mind now that I got to see it. I don't always appreciate it when I'm doing it, but now that I got to see the effects of it, I'm like, all right, I know why I'm doing this now, and I know why this is so important. I can feel the difference in my everyday life, and I've said that before, but even now, after winning the fight through my mind, I come home and I feel different. It's not because I won a fight or anything like that, but I saw the difference. So it's like everything I'm preaching, I'm going to keep pushing, and I'm going to keep doing it, because when you make a change in your life and you see that change, man, you don't want to give that up. You don't want to stop that change. You don't want to stop growing, and that's a big thing for me, is I want to continue growing every day, mentally, physically, spiritually, everything, So that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I base my whole life around, is being healthier mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. Just being healthier. And, being better for my family, that'll be, a symptom of that. By being better, I'll be better on time. I'll be on places I say I'm going to be. I'll be willing to do things that I don't even want to do, but because I've strengthened my mind, I can block it out and go through it and do it, And that goes for anything, man. There's a bunch of family stuff people don't want to do, but but you got to get through it anyways, so, But, yeah, so I just got to keep grinding, keep pushing. I'm excited for what this year holds. 4 months into it now, so flipped over the goals. I do goals every 3 months, and try to get 4 quarters of goals in. I got some of my goals done, some of them I didn't, but I will keep pushing and keep trying my best to make that happen, because I want to make my family have the best life they can. So I got to put myself through situations and do stuff and fucking make my goals happen, or I'm just going to be stuck living the same life. And that goes for anybody and everybody. you don't want to be stuck doing the same shit you're doing now, right? Unless you, like, even then, like, even if you have a good life, you don't want to be stuck doing the same shit in a year because you'd be bored. So you always got to just test yourself and push yourself, you know, mentally, all that. So for me, my next step is I need to really, really focus on getting my GED and getting some schooling so I can better get a job that pays other than just fighting. I'm still going to fight because, you know, I enjoy it, and when I'm out there I enjoy it, and it's a lot easier to enjoy when it's not paying the bills. So for me, I have a job right now and I enjoy doing that, but that job's not going to pay for everything I want, so between that and fighting, at least wise I can splurge on my family a little bit. But that being said, I'm going to really push on getting educated, for real educated, and go from there, you know. Try to get a job where I can fight on occasion, pro wrestle on occasion, but I don't have to do that stuff for money, you know. It'd be a lot better when money's coming in every month instead of every 3 months or whatever the fights may be. But that's going to take a while, and I'm going to push towards that. So hopefully this May fight happens, because I'd enjoy that. And so it looks like they want to fly me out to LA and film me for FFC. They're going to pay me for it, so that's cool. You know, do, I guess, a documentary about being a former FFC world champion. So I'd really be excited to see that finished product. Hopefully that gets me a couple more eyes on here. Yeah, but yeah, you just got to keep grinding, keep pushing through it, keep doing things that are out of your comfort zone, and you're going to get to a point where you're going to feel good. You're gonna achieve goals, and that's going to feel good, and then more goals will arise, and you'll want to knock those off too. For me, I'm a goal-based person. Every time I set a goal, I want to smash it. You know, it's kind of like competition with myself, and I love competition, so anytime I can put it in competitive terms, that's what I'm going to do. So I put the goals out there, and I just fucking go to smash them, right? And I try to teach everybody around me in my circle, from my gym, my family, all that stuff, to be goal-oriented, because at the end of the day, the best thing you can do is go for goals and better yourself, right? So keep pushing yourselves, keep putting yourself through shit you don't want to put yourself through, keep writing goals down, keep smashing those goals, keep creating new goals, you know, and I think the future can be bright for all of us. Everybody that watches this, everybody that shares this, everybody that sees this, everybody that sees anything that makes them better, you know. I watch a lot of David Goggins, Joe Rogan, a lot of stuff like that, who talk about the same stuff. That is what kind of triggered all this, and now I follow that same guideline. So anything you can watch that can help you, motivate you, but then at the end of the day, you have to do it yourself. You know, I used to wake up early by listening to motivational YouTube videos. I still do it on occasion, but now it's less motivation, because motivation won't last. You gotta have self-motivation. Motivation from other people talking and doing all that stuff won't last, because they don't. I'm sure they do, but while you're doing it, they don't feel as tired as you. They don't, you know what I mean? They don't struggle with the same shit you struggle with. So we can all say it to a different person, but it's never gonna be triggered until you motivate yourself. Self-motivation, and that's why I do the goals. Self-motivation is the biggest thing you can do. I can help you. You know, I can talk about it. I tell the guys all the time at my gym, I can talk about it. I can show you how to do it. I can go out and show you that my mind got tougher. But at the end of the day, it's all about what you do and your motivations for it, right? My motivation isn't going to be the same as yours. Me providing for my family and giving them everything they deserve isn't going to be the same as the next guy. The next guy might just want money, you know, or might want a better life for just himself with no family. But whatever it is, or a better life for his mom, his dad, whatever it is, you have to figure it out, and you have to figure out your why. Me and Loudon talked about this on the way back from a trip from Nebraska. It's not every fighter's found their why yet, you know, and it took me a long time too. Like, I fought, and I've always been skilled at it, and I've always wanted to prove I'm tough, but I never really had a why until now, like recently with my family, you know. So for me, that's my why, is my family. Every fighter has to have a why of why they go out there and go scrap and fight. But every person in life has to have a why of why they get up, why they struggle, why they fight and claw through their fucking day, why they have to fucking make money from a boss they don't like, why they have to do this type of shit. And it's all your own motivations. What are your motivations? If your motivation is lacking, then you really need to look within and see what's going to drive you to be a better person and be better in every aspect of your life. And that's what I got today. So just be better, be motivated. Have people help you. Like, have this help you get motivated. Have other YouTube videos motivate you. But also find your why. Find why are you motivated. Why do you want to make a change? Why do you want to be better? So find your why. Alright, this has been the Grizz-Cast. I'm out.
Talking about loyalty. Niggas ain't loyal, they hurt the sheep. We get to the spot and the show for keep. I've been to the hood and mean more to me. I'm super saiyan to these little ones, cause ain't nobody trying to lift them up. I'm Armstrong with my fingers tucked, and Huey Newton to my people, huh? A thin line, tie your shoes with it. Red rags, that's a hood movie. Gang signs, but we used to them with some heavy metal like it's chop suey. I've been too impatient, sick of me waiting, compromising with the conversation.